AIML department in PSN College of Engineering and Technology. Today we will discuss about the topic of TPMS. Let we will see one by one. TPMS is software used to create, maintain and manage database by providing an interface for user to store, retrieve, update and then manipulate data efficiently and securely. TPMS is mainly data organization, access control, backup and the recovery, ensuring data integrity, availability and security for multiple users. Key functions include data definition, creating the database structure, database storage and definition is it allow for the organization, storage of data and definition it logical structure through a schema. Next, importance of database. Centralization, data management, reduce data redundancy, no duplicate storage, maintain data consistency and integrity, ensure data security through access control support, multi-user environment, provide backup and recovery facilities play major roles in modern application like banking, e-commerce and social media, healthcare. Next, file system is TPMS. File system is traditional way to store data in file. Difficult to manage large data. Data redundancy and inconsistency and then inconsistency problems, limited security and multi-user support. Characteristics of TPMS: data abstraction, high complexity of physical storage. Data independence is changes in storage do not affect application. Efficient data access is uses index queries and then optimize algorithms. Data integrity is enforced constraint for accurate data. Data security and access control authentication authorization. Multi-user support is handle simultaneous access by multiple users. Then modern approach to manage data systematically. Centralized data management. Provide security, concurrency and then backup facilities. Components of database management system. Hardware server. Hardware is server's storage device. Software is TPMS software like Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server. Then data. Raw backed stored in the database. Users, people interacting with TPMS like admin, developer, end user. Procedures. Instruction for using the TPMS efficiently. Then database user and rules. Database administrators (DBA) manages database structure, security and performance. Database designer is design schema and structure of database. End user use the database to perform tasks like student and then employees. Application programmers develop software application that interact with DPMS. Database architecture overview. Database architecture defines how the database system is structured and how components interact. The main type of architecture is one-tier architecture, two-tier architecture and then three-tier architecture. A one-tier architecture has all components on a single machine, while a two-tier architecture is separates the user interface like client from the database is server. The three-tier architecture adds a middle layers, typically an application server between the user interface and the database, offering improved scalability and security and then maintenance for complex applications. One-tier architecture is single-tier architecture. Characteristics is easy to build and maintain for small and single user application. Example, a personal database application running on a desktop computer. Two-tier architecture is the architecture involves two layers, a client and then a server. Characteristics is a direct client and server model, easier to build than a three-tier system. Like example is a simple client and server application where a client directly accesses the database on a server. Then three-tier architecture is model introduct a third middle layers. The application or business layer between the presentation layer like client and the database layer like server. Characteristics is a scalability, security, maintenance. Like example is web application where the browser. Presentation, the web server is like application logic and the database server are at distance. One-tier architecture is suitable for basic personal use and two-tier architecture works for smaller and then less complex client and server application. Then three-tier architecture is preferred for larger, more sophisticated web-based and scalable application. Database language. TDL is data definition language. Define database structure like create, alter and then drop. Create is for table. Create a table is a create table. Data manipulation language TML. Manipulate the data, insert, update, delete, select. Data control language. Then control access is grant, revoke. Transaction control language is manages transaction is like command is commit, rollback, save point. Then primary key. Primary key is uniquely identify each record in a table cannot be null. Like example is student ID in student table. Then foreign key refers to primary key of another table. Like example host ID in student course table. Next one, candidate key. Any columns or combination of columns that can be a primary key. Next, super key is set of one or more columns that uniquely identify the row. Composite key. Composition of two or more columns to form from a primary key. Next, constraint in TPMS not null is column cannot have null value. Unique ensure all value in a column are distant. Primary key is combination of not null and unique foreign key maintain referential integrity between tables. Check. Ensure a condition is satisfied for data values. Default assign default value if not provided. Entity relationship. ER model. ER model is a high-level conceptual model for database design. Introduced by better chain is representation real value object entity and their relationship, useful for designing a database before actual implementation. ER model example. Student like entity. Student is like entity. Attributes for tables. Roll number, name, age is a student details. Host is a entity. Attributes host ID, title, relationship, enroll between student and course. Then type of relationship, one to one, one to many, many to many. Introduction to SQL. Introduction to SQL. To SQL, like structured query language, standard language to manage and manipulate database, developed by IBM in the 1970s, organized called SQL, used for create database and tables, inserting, updating, deleting data. Support by all RDBMS, Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server. Then join in SQL. Join. Combine data from two or more tables. Type of join. Then inner join. Inner join is return record with matching values. Then left join. Return all record from left table plus matched from rights. Then right join. Return all record from right table plus matched from table left. Full outer join. Return all record when there is a match in either table. Self join. Table join with itself. Then nested queries. Subqueries and nested queries. Subqueries. A query inside another query used for filter or complex conditions. Example, find student older than the average age. Select name. Age from student. Where age? Select average age from student. Type of subqueries. Single row subqueries return one value. Multi-row subqueries return multi-values. Introduction to normalization. Normalization is a process of organizing data to reduce and improve efficiency. Ensure data is consistent, accurate and non-repetitive. Proposed by Edger. Remove data is insertion, update, delete. Mapping ER model to relational model. ER model is converted into table for implementation. Entity is entity, table attribute, column relationship, foreign key. Like student table is roll number, name, age. Course table is course ID, title. Enroll table is roll number, course ID. And then normal form, 1 normal form, 2 normal form, 3 normal form. First normal form is no repeating group array. Each cell must hold in a single value. And then second normal form must be in first normal form. No partial dependency. Non-key attribute depend a part of composite key. Then third normal form is must be in second normal form. No transitive dependency. Non-key attribute depend on another non-key. Example, student table, roll number, name, course, instructor. PCNF and higher normal form. PCNF full form is Boy's Code normal form, stricter form of third normal form. Every determinant must be candidate key. Fourth normal form is remove multi-value dependency. Fifth normal form is remove joint dependency issues. Then transaction management. Transaction is a set of operations performed as a single logical unit of work. Example, money transfer. Withdraw 500 from A and then deposit 500 into B. AICT A. Automaticity transaction is fully done done or fully undone. A automaticity transaction is fully done or fully undone. C. Consistency, maintenance, database rules and integrity. I is isolation. Direction execute independently. D. Durability changes survive system failures. Concurrency control techniques. Concurrency is a multiple user access database simulation. Deadlock in TPMS. Deadlock is a situation where two or more transactions wait for each other system health. Example: first look A wait for B. Second deadlock B wait for A. Deadlock handling prevention or ordering resource. Detection wait for crack. Recovery rollback and transaction. File organization is TPMS. Refer to how data is stored in file on disk. Types: heap file, record stored randomly, easy to insert, slow reach. Easy to insert. Sequentially file, record to stored in sorted order, fast search. Costly update. Then indexing in TPMS. Index, a data structure that improves speed of data retrieval. Work like an index in a book. Quick access to specific pages. Type of indexing: single level indexing, multi-level indexing, clustered indexing. Single level index is one index table for data file. Multi-level index is index or index. Fast access for large TPMS. Clustered data index, data stored in the order of index. Then database security issues. Database stored sensitive information like banking, healthcare, personal data. Common security threats for unauthorized access like hackers, insider, SQL injection, attack, data leakage or theft. Need for security, product confidentiality, integrity and availability of data. Then authorization and authentication. Authentication is verifying user identity like username and password, biometric, OTP. Then authorization is granting permission to access specific resource. Like example, grant select insert on student to user. Next, then copy of database safely for manage emergencies. Full backup, entire database. Incremented backup, only change since last backup. Differential backup, change since last full backup. Recovery is restarting database after failure, like system crash, handler failure, power loss. Then distributed database. Definition is a database stored across multiple physical logical but managed as a single system. Types: homogeneous, like same database at all sites. Challenges is data synchronization, consistency issues. Data warehousing and OLAP. Data warehouse, central repository that stores historical data from multiple sources, used for decision making and analytic, like roll up, summary, drill down, details view. No SQL database is SQL database. SQL database like RDPMS, structure table based. Schema required, example MySQL, Oracle. No SQL database, schema less flexible, handle unstructured data. Types: database stored and managed on cloud platform. Provide is Microsoft Azure SQL, Google Cloud SQL. Advantage of scalability. Real life application of TPMS. Banking system. Store customer record and account details and transaction, ensure security and then recovery. E-commerce, manage product catalog, order payments. Education is student database, online examination and then result. Conclusion and future of TPMS. TPMS play a visual role in storing, management and securing data. Support modern applications like banking, healthcare, e-commerce and social media. Future trends: cloud database, integrity with AI and machine learning, blockchain-based database for security and transparency, real-time analysis with big data. Thank you.